Hey writer friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you my top 5 do's and don'ts of editing your novel. So recently I discussed in a previous video my top 5 tips to finish writing your first draft in 2022. But what if you're in the editing trenches like me? Then this video is for you. If you're new here, my name is Holly. I'm a young adult and middle grade fantasy writer hoping to be traditionally published. I'm also the host of the Diversity is Lit book club. So if you're in the editing trenches, let me know what number draft you're currently working on. I am currently working on the 3rd draft of Project Diamond, which was my 2020 NaNoWriMo novel. So let's dive into my top 5 do's and don'ts of editing your novel. Tip number 1 is to edit big picture first. Don't nitpick about the details while you do it. So this is the classic developmental versus line edit scenario. You do not want to waste your time finding all these different words and things to change, taking out this adverb here and there, when you're later going to omit that entire scene or take out this entire character that actually doesn't work for the novel. You don't want to waste your time by rushing the process. There are steps for a reason, unfortunately, because for me, I love doing line edits and developmental edits are a little bit of a struggle. But I know if I just push through these big picture changes with character arcs and plot points and making sure there's no plot holes, then I can get to the nitty-gritty, finer details of going through line by line, editing my manuscript. I also have a couple videos about this that I will link down below in the description and up in the cards, but I also have a website freebie if you sign up for my members page, where you get these checklists that you can make sure that you don't miss anything in each part of the editing phase. So number 2, do go through multiple rounds of revisions. Don't expect everything to be perfect the first time around, or second, or 3rd, or 4th, or you get the picture. Especially if you're a newer writer, you might need more than 1 or 2 passes on developmental or line edits. Some people go through 9, 10, 15 drafts, and that's just when they get an agent. So this is all part of the process, so it's completely normal whether you are a newbie writer or a seasoned veteran. And it's totally okay to take that long because you want to make sure that your manuscript is ready to query if you are going to traditionally publish, or that it is presentable and the best that it can be if you're going to self-publish. Number 3, do enlist your beta readers and critique partners to give you feedback on your manuscript. Don't only use one person to give you feedback. And on the flip side, you don't want too many people. Wait, I know that could be a little bit confusing, but let me explain. If you have too many people that have eyes on your manuscript, it's like having too many cooks in the kitchen, too many hands in the pot, where you're just bombarded by all of the feedback you have to go through, which is just giving you extra work for yourself. I know in the past I have enlisted many beta readers, and it was kind of good because they were saying the same things, so I knew that was something I had to change. But on the flip side, I had to go through hearing the same thing over and over again, instead of then just me going and fixing it in the first place. But if you have too little, if you only have like 1 or 2 people, you're only getting that many opinions, and you want to have a wide breadth of experience and knowledge in your beta readers, people who are familiar with that genre and age category, who are used to giving feedback to people, and you're going to find out who has the good feedback and style that you like, where there's compliment sandwiches, where they're saying the things that they do like, but also saying things that you need to work on. Now, it might take some trial and error for you to find exactly the right number that works for you, but my sweet spot is to at least have 3 people, and to make sure that you have an odd number, because that way you're going to get a tiebreaker in case one person says they hate a character, another person says they love the character, and you'll be like, well, are they good or bad? Who knows? So you need at least one more person to be like, I love that person, for you to be like, yeah, you're right, I do love that character. Number 4, do develop a thick skin. Don't take everything personally. So when you're implementing beta feedback, it can be quite a blow to the ego. So like I was saying, that one character that you love, one of your beta readers is going to hate them. That happened to me, and I was like, what's wrong with him? Oh my gosh. But I took a step back once I stopped being offended that she did not like this character that I loved and was my homeboy. I really looked objectively at what she was saying needed to change about his character and his arc. And I realized, you know what? She's right. And I implemented that change, and he became a stronger character with a stronger arc, which in turn made my story stronger. And that would not have happened if I had taken it personally that she was rejecting my character. You know, but it is hard because you might love this really cool scene and your critique partner, beta reader, is like, that's a plot hole, or this line that you wrote that you thought was so beautiful that they're like, oh, that's really purpley. That's real purple prose. That's not just refined and pretty. It's a little too flowery. So you have to learn to kill your darlings, knowing that you're going to be making your manuscript stronger. And every change in turn is making you a better writer. And last but not least, number 5, do keep reading and learning while you are editing. And don't let your fear stop you. Editing and writing can be super daunting, and it's not easy. Otherwise, everyone would be doing it. So you are a rock star for doing what you're doing and making that hustle. And you should know and be proud of yourself for that. At the same time, you should know that there's always more to learn, and you can always grow in at least one area of your writing. So keep improving your craft, because that's going to help make you a better editor and in turn a better writer by drawing inspiration from books you are reading in either the same or different genre that you're writing in. And it also helps you to stay motivated because you're going to be learning tips and tricks of the craft as you're refining your manuscript. Remember, the authors who have books on the shelves, they didn't quit, and neither should you. Let me know if you'd like to see more do's and don'ts of editing and writing, and I will try to include that in my year of YouTube tips. Also remember, I have a huge editing playlist with tons more writing craft and editing tips, so I will link that down below and up in the cards. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.